What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's that time of year again. It's a little bit moved up this time because Fundays is in just over a month. Now, tickets have already sold out, so if you missed out on tickets, you're at the mercy of the secondary market. But believe it or not, we actually already have some leaks for some of the exclusive Freddy Funko Pops that are going to be included in the online take-home boxes of fun. And the first one we have is a Marvel character, and this is a big deal for several reasons. So we do have a leak of a Tony Stark / Iron Man Freddy Funko. Now, we don't know the piece count based on this picture. I am a little disappointed with this one at first glance because it is just a basic head swap of them just taking a Freddy head and putting it on the body of Iron Man. He does, from the cutout, look to have just the standard gold Freddy crown. But this is a big deal because for most of you guys, you probably don't know that there has already been a Tony Stark / Iron Man Freddy Funko that was made previously in 2012. It was a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. It was limited to 96 pieces, and it currently has a value of $7,570. There was an even rarer version of that Tony Stark Freddy Funko. It was a metallic, very, very limited variant. I believe it was only 12 pieces. Yeah, only 12 pieces for the metallic variant. That one currently worth $38,660. So, couple quick mini things come to mind here. Do you think Funko is taking a look at some of the Freddy characters that have already been made that have these astronomical values and are determining that there is enough demand for this character to be remade here in 2025? I wouldn't put it past them. So that's the first thing that I'm taking away. The second thing that I have to give credit to the older Tony Stark Freddy compared to this one is that the older one definitely looks a lot more like Tony Stark. It has the likeness of Robert Downey Jr., even a little bit too, with the mustache and the goatee. This standard Freddy head just on the Iron Man body just isn't doing it for me. Depending on how limited it is, might determine if I do end up picking this one up for my Freddy collection. But nonetheless, we actually have a second Freddy to break down here for the leaks. Unfortunately, it's another character that they've already made into a Freddy, and one of the things I look for every single year is to see new Freddy characters being made. Something that Freddy can cosplay into, either a character or a person, that's never been done before. So we're kind of 0 for 2 here on the first two leaks. The second one that we have to look out here is the Freddy Funko as Pinocchio. Now this one, we do have a much better look at the whole box. So this one is 2,000 pieces. It's a little bit unique in the fact that it's all grayscale or black and white. I'm not sure the exact verbiage they're going to be using for this type of variant. But if you guys recall, very recently, so we're not talking 2012, we're talking 2 years ago now, 2023, we got Freddy Funko as Pinocchio, limited to 750 pieces. He was in full color. He had a really nice yellow crown with a blue stripe. He was holding the apple and the book, very similar to the pose that he has here. He's holding the book and the apple. It looks to be an identical mold for the most part. It looks like it's turned a little bit in the box, but 750 pieces for the 2023 one, currently trending for $110. This one at 2,000 pieces, I would say probably would sit around the $35 to $40 mark based on the demand for the previous Freddy Funko as Pinocchio. But let me know what you guys think for either of these two Freddys down in the comment section below. Not in love with the Pinocchio one. Also, a little side note, we do get a very clear look at the online limited edition Fundays Experience 2025 sticker. I think that looks fine. It's just a blue and white sticker for the most part. Would have been a little bit cooler if they did some kind of, quest for the Grail branding within the sticker. Maybe some cool kind of jungle background with maybe Freddy swinging on or a silhouette of a Funko Pop or person swinging through the jungle or something. That would have been really cool. But those are the two Freddys that we have leaked so far, as more Freddys get leaked. And hopefully some Frannies and Proto the dogs get leaked as well. I really hope that the Fundays in-person box and take-home boxes have a diverse assortment of items. Maybe even not just Freddy's, Frannies, or Proto the dogs. Would love to see some straight up regular limited pieces as well. But we do have another leaked Funko Pop that we need to talk about here. Now, this is a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. Remember, this year, Fundays is going to be separate from San Diego Comic-Con. So Fundays is happening at the end of June from the 27th through the 29th, while San Diego Comic-Con is happening at the end of July. Overall, I think this is very good because it allows people to budget a little bit better. We can spread out our costs for collecting this summer, so you can spend some money in June and then budget for July. But the first leaked exclusive that we have here comes in the form of Stitch on Surfboard. Now, this one is actually very well timed because we are getting the live-action Lilo and Stitch movie coming out very soon. I think this weekend for Memorial Day, so a lot of people are excited about that movie, us included. We do want to go see it at some point. They're probably going to overdo it with Stitch Pops this year. Stitch sells like wildfire in every single company these days. Everybody wants Stitch. Stitch on the surfboard, the only thing that really stands out for me with this pop is the fact that he has 4 arms. I actually went through several hundred Stitch Pops. Yes, there's that many. And I noticed that there's not very many of them with his 4 arms, so that definitely makes this variant a little bit more unique. This is one that, you know what, it's just a fun summer pop. I really think that if we pull this one in a mystery box, I wouldn't put it past us to keep it for our Disney collection. Is this going to be one that we, go out of the way to seek and grab for our collection? Probably not. But those are the 3 leaked pops that we have thus far. Like I said, as we get more leaks rolling in, whether it's through eBay or Funko employees, quick taking a picture here and it leaking onto the internet, we will definitely be covering them as they go. Now, since I didn't give you guys any Monday motivation here, I wanted to jump in really quick and give you guys some midweek or hump day Wednesday motivation here. So every single week, we do like to bring a little segment here called Monday Motivation. This week, we're doing it on Wednesday to give you guys a little inspiration to help get you through your week. And I want to kind of address something that I've been noticing throughout the community, especially in regards to Fundays, and it's going to tie in with my motivation right here. So I've noticed some people bashing this year's Fundays event and saying how this isn't really Fundays and this is just a pretend event that they're dubbing as Fundays. And a lot of people are being kind of negative towards this up-and-coming event. Now, Funko has changed the event, which overall I think change is good. A company can't just do the same things that they're doing every single year. Ultimately, there's just too many factors in life that are going to force life to change. Technology improves, people turn over job positions. Like every year, stuff in life just changes. That's just the natural flow of things. And I actually applaud Funko for doing what they're doing and mixing things up. I also want to bring to everybody's attention that Fundays was actually held separately from San Diego Comic-Con in the years prior before they actually moved it to San Diego Comic-Con. So once again, Funko is actually returning to its roots by having this party separate from a major Comic-Con, arguably the biggest Comic-Con in the world every single year. And that brings me to my Monday motivation or Wednesday motivation. Don't be afraid of change. Change can be something that, for the most part, is a little bit tough to swallow sometimes, but it can be good if you're willing to look at it from a positive perspective. Now, looking at it from the numbers perspective, Funko sold almost 4,000 tickets from the intel that we have regarding this Fundays experience. I look at that as, wow, potentially we have several thousand people who get to go to a Fundays event for the very first time. So if there's any of you guys out there being a little bit negative toward this event, just keep in the back of your mind. Maybe you've gone before, but a lot of other people are going to this event for the very first time. They're really excited. They're looking forward to this experience. They've put down their hard-earned money, and I really hope everybody going has a fantastic experience. So don't be afraid of change. I think overall Funko is making a lot of good changes this year. Not impressed with the Freddys that have been leaked thus far, but that doesn't mean that there's other stuff out there that might blow me away later. So guys, let me know your thoughts on the leaked pops that we've got so far for Fundays and San Diego Comic-Con. If you enjoyed this video, smash the like button, subscribe if you're new, and as always, don't stop shooting until you score.